Oh man, I don't know if anybody's here. Oh, woke up early and got online for nothing. Took the kid to school. Nobody showed up. Well, I'll sit here and talk to myself for an hour. I guess that's okay. Nothing wrong with being live. Nobody here. Talk to myself a lot anyway, so who cares? Oh, look, one person showed up. I don't even know who it is. Derek, morning. Wendy, hey, there's some people. My man, Jeff, look at here we go. Now there's some people showing up. Hey, you guys showed up. Look at 23 people. Just like an intimate dinner party for 30. We're all hanging out doing nothing. All right, let's start with where is everybody? Where are you guys at? I'm just a little bit north of Southern California. Yeah, I'm chewing a cough drop, so give me a break. Well, look who it is. Sexy voice. I know where you're from. You're from Washington. Hey, love your view on things. I can't agree more. Doug, appreciate you. Keep in mind, if I'm talking to you here, I can't read what's going on there. I'm not trying to ignore your comments. All right. I'm just slow at this stuff. So you got to give me a break. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Raleigh, North Carolina, Utah, South Carolina. There we go. North Georgia, Washington State. I'll take my steak medium, please. What they just take a steak. A Gen X mom would go out to dinner, and I use that line. I don't know if you guys could tell me what movie this is from. I'll be impressed. But when I order a steak, the waiters would come up and, how do you want your steak prepared? And I'll say, prepared. Oh, you mean cooked? I said, well, just knock its horns off, wipe its nasty ass, and plop it down on the plate. Which, of course, is super, super rare. But that's from a movie. But you guys won't know what that is probably because you're not old idiots like me. Michigan. Hey, Wendy, you finally caught me on your phone. Good. Well, I hope I don't disappoint. Idaho, Michigan, Liverpool, South Alabama. Alabama. That was from Greenbow, Alabama. Thoughts on gas prices? Look, yeah, the president, didn't matter if it's Trump or Biden, they don't have a ton of control over gas prices. They really don't. Now, they can loosen restrictions or impose restrictions that make it where companies can't produce oil and that changes the price. But they can't flip a switch and change prices overnight. They have to set a policy in motion that does something. What bothers me is that our current administration called Saudi Arabia and said, hey, could you guys produce more oil so the price comes down? They told them to get bent. Why didn't he call Chevron or Shell or Exxon and say, hey, I'm going to let you guys have some of your leases back, produce more oil? He didn't do that. That bothered me. Dayton, Ohio, Paul, Oklahoma, Idaho, Michigan. Far out. Look at those people, man. You guys, Liverpool? David Faulkner. See, I know that name. You've been around before, man. Hey, who got that? I saw it. Paul, the Cowboy Way. Look at that, man. I'm impressed. Good job. Yeah, you're from California, Wayne. All right. You should see the price in Scotland. John, what's the price of gas in Scotland? Do I want to know? Chevron is giving kids cancer. What isn't giving everybody cancer? Come on, man. This isn't this conspiracy channel. I don't know that shit. I mean, the only thing I know is whether we landed on the moon or not because I was there. I was on the moon with Neil Armstrong, so I know we landed on the moon. I was the guy who took the picture. Now you know. Boom, 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 boom. He Googled it just like I did. Trucker Mike checking in. Joplin, Missouri. Yeah. So just so you guys know, I'm assuming you guys are here because you guys checked out some of the kids' idiotic, stupid videos. He did one last night where he pissed me off. He about got his bell rung by his mother too last night. If you saw that video that he posted about asking to do the family New Year's Eve thing, jackass comes up behind me. Anyway, God, you guys are everywhere. Put a little tiger in your tank. That's an old commercial. Yeah. Um, anyway, the so you guys know, the kid's always trying to hustle up money. He can't get a full-time job right now because of his school load and his FFA, the Future Farmers of America stuff he does. He just, there's so much after school stuff he does with that program. He couldn't hold down a job, and he's a good kid. Um, Brandon, hey brother, own a mechanic shop in Texas, also Gen X 78. Thanks, man. I had a shop too. Cowboy, Brandon, I had a shop for a long time too in Central Oregon and down here in California. Anyway, I'm not trying to ignore this, but anyway, so the kid's trying to hustle up money. In the summertime, he mows lawns and washes cars. He does extra chores. He tries to pay for everything he can. You guys have been awesome about donating money in here, $5 here, $10 there. Some of you guys send to me for whiskey money, which I appreciate. I do, thank you. But a lot of it goes to the rest of it goes to the kid. But he's trying something new. Him and his mom tried to figure out something which I'm not discouraging. You try as a parent, you try not to discourage kids from being inventive and creative. But Jesus Christ, this has got to be one of the dumbest things ever. So, what was it say? Do you listen to Motley Crue? Yeah, of course. Love the Crew. Love the Rams. Me too. Did your kid drive? He cannot drive a stick. And God, Anthony, if I can get back to that, there's a funny deal about that coming up. I was screaming and yelling, and he actually took my voice, me ranting for a long time, to him and his sister off of one of our security cameras. He took the audio. He's begging me to do it again, but I don't want to sit and rehearse what I said. I just spouted my mouth. But it's about that. It's about not only a stick transmission, but how many of you know how to drive a 3 on the tree? How many of you know what a column shift is? How many of you that know that cars used to have curb feelers along with roll-up windows? Oh, we all know the roll-up window picture. But what about, what's the button on the floor? Well, we all know it's headlights, high beam and low beam, right? We got that. But how many of you remember that cars used to have a starter button on the floor? That remember the radio stations? You set the station by pulling it out and pushing it back in. You had to manually set your radio station. I went sideways on some shit like that. He's trying to put a video together on that with pictures that back up what I'm saying, but he doesn't know what I'm talking about. Hey, Wayne, so you got 3 on the tree. See, Ronnie, fucking perfect, man. I told you. I wasn't lying. Anyway, that it was I went off all the way back to how smarter teenagers were learning how to drive back then. I mean, think about a kid. And when you're a kid in the 80s, your cars you're driving are from the 60s. But when you're a kid in the 60s, your cars are from the 40s. How about cars where they had to have you had to use a choke because you had to decide how cold it was outside and how much choke you had to give it. You pumped the gas 2 times, set the choke, fired off. Starter button on the floor. Headlights were on the floor. There was a lot, man. We went to there was a lot of cool stuff on there, but anyway, I went off sideways on it. Anyway, so I'm not ignoring you guys. Are blowing this up over here. I'm trying to tell you the thing about the kids. So anyway, he's trying to hustle up stuff, and he gets this program with his mom, and they're called the Amazon affiliate program. And I said, what does that mean? He goes, well, if somebody buys something on Amazon, we get a cut. And I said, how much? He goes, well, if they buy like $200 worth of stuff, we get 11 cents. I go, you got to have someone buy $200 to get 11 cents. He goes, yeah. I go, what are you going to sell? He goes, anything that's in the videos that I've already shot. I go, I don't understand. So like last night, he tells me that he filmed that video, and in the corner of the video for a second, you guys could see a tombstone picture. That's just my tombstone picture hanging up, in the study. And he says, well, if I go to my Amazon affiliate and I put a link on the description and someone buys the poster for $10, he goes, if I sell 20 posters, I get 11 cents. This is not going to make you any money, and people are going to think you're whoring yourself out. And he says, well, I'm not putting products in the video. He goes, I can't stage stuff because who knows where I'm going to catch you and what you're doing. I said, then what's your plan? He goes, I'm going to go back through all the videos and anything interesting that's in the frame in the video, I'll try to figure out what it is and then put a link to it. I go, this is not going to generate any money at all. So anyway, just so you know, if you see some links on there, the kid is not trying to hoard himself out. He's literally trying to work an angle to get a few dollars on stuff, because you can't make any money on any of these platforms unless your videos all get millions and millions and millions of views. You don't get shit. Of all his videos last month on here, he got $26 from YouTube. So just so you know, when you see that, that's what it is. He's not being a bad kid. He's really trying to hustle every angle, and some aren't going to work. All right, back to what we're doing here. But I'm going to scroll back up because I missed a lot of your shit. I'm sorry. I'm going to scroll back up. I'm going to go through some stuff here. And I'm not ignoring you, but fuck. Favorite 80s action movie? Just a Man. Come on, dude. We'd be here all day with that. God damn it. Put a Little Tiger Tank. We covered that one. And CG said, "Hey, Gen X family, CG, you're back again. You need to have a job, man. You keep hanging out with me in here in the mornings. You ain't gonna get nothing done." Can your kid drive a manual? No, but that's the story I was telling you about that I went sideways on that stuff. He's trying to put together a video. He's learning how to edit on Adobe Rush, which he got from his school. So I don't know. I don't know. He's just working. But anyway, bum, 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 bum. Dude, you're also cool. I'm trying to figure out how to talk to you. I did remember Gulliver's Trap. Hey, Evan, do you remember? See, no one knew that on Thanksgiving. I got shunned by that. Gen X mom was shaking her head from behind the camera. We're doing the live stream. She's laughing. No one knew what Gulliver's Travels was. I watched that every Thanksgiving. That was like a thing. It was a Twilight Zone marathon on Thanksgiving, and Gulliver's Travels. Man, see, Evan. Okay, so it's just you and me. That's it. We're just gonna have to watch Gulliver's Travels and have a drink. Fuck everybody else. Who cares? All right. Most adults can't drive a stick. Learn life. Yeah, I'm with you. I was born in '92. Did not understand most people my age or younger. Well, then Timothy, you have an old soul. I got you. I got you on that. Hey, if it makes money, do it. And I don't know if it's going to or not, but he's trying it. He's just, it's such, there's no fast way to make money on social media unless you have millions of views and people want to endorse you. And let's face it, he got kicked off the TikTok Creator Fund, probably because of me. People will not endorse him to do anything because I cuss and I swear and I scream and I tell everyone to get bent, and my political views don't align with what they're supposed to be. So he's having trouble. He can't sell his brand Gen X Talks. He can't do anything with it because I'm not going to change what I'm saying. I didn't do this to make money. I didn't want to do it at all. I don't mind talking to you folks. I'm good with this. But if he's going to put out videos of me, I'm like, I'm not going to read a script. I'm going to scream and yell, and some of it you're not going to be able to use. But he can't get endorsements because of me. And TikTok kicked him out of the Creator Fund. Facebook won't even let him join. He did join the one on YouTube, but unless your videos get like millions of views, you get like $20 a month. It's nothing. So he's trying to hustle it up. He doesn't go out and beg for money. He just tries to work it any way he can. You know what? If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Who cares? So now you know. Double bum. Yeah, this fucking perfect thing is another one of those. Never drove one. Uncle used to have a dad 318 with three on the tree. Three on the tree is for those of you who know. I'm giving away the secret here. Three on the tree is no different than four on the floor. It's just only three gears, and it's an H pattern that you shift this way up here instead of down here. But anyway, it's different when you've never done one before. And yes, Gen X mom can drive a three on the tree. All right. Learn on the three entries. Sebastian, cool, man. Right on. I'm scrolling back, so give me a minute. CG, every penny counts. That's what I'm saying. Oh, one more thing on that. If you click on any of his Amazon links for anything and it shows whatever he's put up there, anything you buy on Amazon during that next hour while you've opened his link, he gets some of that too. So if you guys buy a bunch of stuff, if you're gonna do it anyway, if you just use his link, he gets a few more pennies. It doesn't cost you guys anything, and he's really trying to do it. So, just so you know, if you do that, it's helpful to the kid. But now I'm explaining it to you so you know he's not hoarding himself out. Oh, let's see. Dang, but I'm so glad I found your channel. This is Will Smith, 73 here. I wish we still have back. Yeah, so much easier to understand people back then. Isn't that the truth? Wasn't it easier to understand people? You knew where you were coming from. I went to Madison Junior High in just outside of LA in the Valley. And when you had differences in there, you just met them behind the Kmart and you knocked each other down on the ground. Next couple of days, you were friends. And that was the worst case scenario. But there wasn't all this strife. Arctic Bull, born in '91, don't want to be associated with millennials unless. See, Arctic Bull. At least I can say it. It's a name I can say. So what? You're born a millennial. As a group, millennials can be a bunch of fuck ups, but there's a bunch of dudes and millennials that are good, hard working, pull themselves up, getting it done. I mean, I got complete respect. I don't even call you guys millennials. I take away the M and I put an X there, so it's Zennials with an X because you're so close to how Gen X was raised. Mad respect on that front, just so you know. Snowman, I learned how to drive a stick in a 1991 Ford F-150. It does buck, doesn't it? A big truck like that with a big old rock crusher 4-speed. Yeah, it'd kick you around when when you got on the gas, don't you? Uh, Wayne, do like Jason just said, sell your own merch? Um, the kid does. He's got some stuff on there. I would never. I wouldn't buy stuff. I don't buy stuff from websites like that. Not because I'm not supportive. I'm just nothing's interesting, and nobody sells my size shirt and fat head stuff. So I don't. But the kid does have some cool stuff on his website. There's not a lot there, but it's genxtalks.com. Go look. Him and his mom put together some cool shit. There's shot glasses and beer glasses and wine glasses that they've etched our names on. That's fucking pretty cool. I dig that. So just so you know, there is some, but he doesn't sell more than 10 items a month. So I mean, how much profit are you really making on that, especially when everything costs so much? But yes, he does do that. Oh, oh, oh. Red. Oh my, yes. You mean people knew how to communicate? Yeah, we did, or you did, or we all did. Born in '80. Total respect. The great unknowns. Thanks, man. Colin. People actually got along with each other back then. It's true. They did. Um, yeah, that's learned life. Zennials aren't anywhere near millennials. That's a good way to say that. For reals. I'm with you on that. Stefan, hi from England, mate. Keep on keeping it real. My friend, you chanking beers, but I ain't drinking yet. But thank you. I should do that. Colorado, first truck was an 84 F-150, straight six. Yep, you felt that one when you got let out that clutch, didn't you? Where am I at here? Tommy White. Hello, Gen X Dad. What's happening, Tommy? Um, did you have the cool car in high school? I would love to tell you that I did. The coolest car I had in high school. Well, at the end, I had a '59 Ford pickup that was primer gray with a 312 Thunderbird motor. I had that. But my first car, embarrassingly enough, was a 1978 red Pinto. Not exactly the chick magnet that you would think. And then I had a VW Bug. We all had VW Bugs back in the day. Um, Kind of a borrowed one from a friend who had it, but it was my one of my very best friends had a blue one, a 68 blue one, and a friend of mine who I had his for a while was a 72 green Super Beetle. So yeah, not exactly the cool car. All right, so you gonna check out the store? Yeah, thanks, man. Check it out. Hey, who did that? Who did that? William, have a beer on me. There you go, my man. Now we're talking. That's $5 towards getting me hammered today. It ain't gonna take much, but thank you. I'm on it. Although I'm gonna set the beer aside if you don't mind and go for a shot of whiskey, Jack Daniels, if it's okay with you. It's your $5. So check out the merch. David Faulkner. David, you've been around a bunch. You already know where the merch is. You had to have seen that before. Need a cap with Gen X. Yeah, they have a red and they have red caps with black letters and black caps with red letters. They're, they're those are pretty fucking cool. They don't have a lot on there that's dumb. That's for sure. 79 Ford LTD. Yeah, my parents had a 77 Ford LTD that kept stalling all the time. I call millennials like Gen Y. We can swap out a patch and tire. Yeah, if you know how to do that shit. How many kids do they know how to change a tire on the side of the road? How many? Zero. Not many. How do I feel about weed? I don't care about weed. Smoke weed if you want to. I drink Jack Daniels. I don't. I don't like how weed right now. Some of the stuff that I'm hearing about is laced with stuff. Like people that want to sell it lace it with stuff to get you more high. And I mean, back when I was a kid, weed was weed. If you got something special, you got something from Vietnam, and that was some good shit. But it was just weed. And today's stuff is not just weed. There's some scary shit out there. I don't care if you smoke weed. Smoke weed if you want to. For once, I exist here. Sinister is random. For once, I exist here. I don't know, sister. You exist, baby. You here? We all looking at you. You reading it right here, and everybody's looking. Where we at? Love your show, man. Got a question for you with Van Halen. Who do you prefer, Sammy Hagar or David Lee Roth? Haven't heard that question asked. Well, it's been asked a few times over the past year or so. Not often, but let me just spell that out for you, stereo. It's Van Halen, not Van Hagar. All right. So we're sticking with David Lee. Plus, I've met Sammy Hagar a couple times. He's an asshole. Anyway, bum, 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 bum. Not enough. They don't know how to properly tighten. Yeah, they can't. I wouldn't want a kid changing a tire on the side of the road. School cars, 2 Chevettes, 1 Pinto, 1 Concord Spirit. Wow, that's a rare car, the Concord Spirit. Yeah, Ford. David Lee Roth, no Van Hagar. See, I already said it, and then you typed it. So we're on the same page there. Well, you guys are stuck on that. You guys are really stuck on the stick transmission thing. I'm usually typing comments on the other videos. Been trying to get into one of these live streams. Been busy. Yeah, it's sinister. I'm with you, man. Just now, his videos. He was sitting around. He couldn't even get to 3,000 subscribers for months and months and months and months. It was 3,000, I think, before you could even try to join the YouTube Creator Fund. So he just tried for um, he it was 3,000 before you could even join the YouTube Creator Fund. Took him 5 or 6 months to even get to 3,000. Just the other day, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, YouTube took off. I don't know what happened, but the door opened and everybody ran out of the barn. But now he's like at 34,000 or something. Videos are picking up steam. Most of them he can't make money on at all because YouTube flags it for copyright infringement. Because I'm listening to the radio in the background and they can hear it, so they flag it. You can't make money on this because you got a song. I didn't care. I'm listening to the radio. Don't come out and bug me with your camera if I'm listening to the radio then. But so you think about how many videos he's got, 170 videos up. Picture that 160 of them can't make a dollar for the kid because um, it's copyright infringement. So he's really, every time he thinks he's turning a corner and trying to do something, he runs into a roadblock. And so, whatever, I guess it is what it is. But so yeah, but YouTube has just turned a corner. You guys have been great. I mean, all of a sudden he's bumping up and stuff, and he's excited about stuff. He really has given up on everything else. CG, if I give you $5, will you drink what I say? Soy milk. Oh man, you want me to drink soy milk for $5? I don't even know if we have any soy milk. Do we have soy milk here? Here, like in the house. Do you have some right now? Yeah, I don't have any right now, CG. You'd have to send me the $5. I have to go buy some soy milk with your $5 and do it on the next live. So, ABBA for life. Yeah, I dig ABBA. David, 62 Impala. God, yeah. Haven't we all got cars that we wish we still had that we got rid of? I mean, I'm telling you. Did you take the juice? I'm assuming you're talking about the jab. So, yeah, I got my first shot, but that's a long story. And I didn't get another one after that. But there's a reason why, and smart people, I'll talk to you. I love hearing your music. Great taste. Yeah, I love hearing the music too. In fact, Gen X Mom went back and every song from every video that happened to be playing in the background, she went and made a Gen X Talk Spotify list. It's free. Just go there and, just if you want to go to Spotify and look up Gen X Talks, there's an ultimate playlist. And every couple of weeks, she adds another 10 songs to it. But it's all the stuff you guys have been hearing in the background on all those stuff. So yeah, it's there. Spotify. YouTube has been targeting small channels for the past few years. They keep raising the bar on things. Remember when they didn't allow you to go live unless you had 1,000 subs? I don't. I'll take your word on that. Try again. I'll take your word. I don't know a ton about this. I literally jump on here because Gen X Mom says, "Hey, if you're not doing something, go help out the kid. Keep our faces in there." So I'm here, man. I like talking to you guys. I dig that part. I really do. I don't mind it at all. I don't like his video. I don't like his camera chasing me around, asking me fucking questions and commenting on shit. That bugs the shit out of me. I don't mind sitting with you guys. I feel like we could be having a beer and we're at a bar or a restaurant or something or in someone's backyard hanging out. I dig this part. I don't mind this at all. The other shit, it pisses me off. Somebody, Patrick Jedi. Gen X was the most honest generation. I appreciate the integrity and open style of this channel. Keep the great work. $20, man. Far out. Uh, the kid's going to be jazzed. You did that. I will speak honestly. If I don't know something, I'll tell you I don't know. And guess what? If my views are different than yours, who cares? If we don't agree on the same president, who cares? If we don't agree on the same rules of life and which God runs the universe, who cares? Why can't we discuss it and still hang out and have a beer? Why do we have to absolutely hate each other because someone says a name you don't like? Someone says Biden's name and everybody over here hates. Someone says Trump and everybody here hates. Why the fuck, man, are we so polarized on this shit? Okay? I mean, I got it. There's some strong feelings here, but fuck, man. Aren't we all on the same page here? Jesus Christ. Anyway, getting me all pissed off or something. But I believe you. Media only listens to Twitter, so the media coverage. Twitter is a fucking shit show. I'll tell you what. Um, the kid tried really hard to do some stuff on Twitter and just got trashed. Um, Twitter is one of the most mean and politically shit case things there is. So he erased everything, and now he comes up and asks me for a quote. And it doesn't have to be. It could be goes just goes, Dad, just say anything, say something random, make something up in your head, or pull a quote from years ago. So I sit for a second and I say something, and then he runs off and posts it. So I guess Twitter has been he's erased almost his entire account, and just like 2 weeks ago, just started putting in random dumb shit that I say. So as long as I come up with one of those a day, he leaves me alone about it. And I said, "How are you doing on Twitter?" He goes, "I got 74 followers." I said, "You got 74 people that are just listening to you write shit down?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." CG 1999. We're going back to every. When you do that, man, you know what that makes me think of. I appreciate you, CG. I do. Thank you. Here you go. See. All right. So now, does that mean was that your $5 thing? Now do I got to go buy fucking soy milk and drink it? Because I'll do it if that was part of the gig. I'll do it. I don't. I won't like it. I can, but I'll play along, man. Party like is 1999. Yeah. Where are we at? What did it say? I got to click on some of these. It says I got to show them. I don't know what that means. Twitter sucks. Full of yeah. I don't dig him either. Um, but it's the best when your son catches you off guard. Ian. Sorry, Ian. I know you think it's best like that, but there's like such a chance I'm gonna snap out and say something completely offensive to somebody. I'll have some white people jumping down my shit because I called them, queen of the trailer park, white trash, something. I just that's he's gonna get stomped on. Now you know. All right. How about them Cowboys, David Lee? I'm not a big Cowboy fan. You guys beat my Broncos back in 1976 and 77, so I still hold a grudge. Boom, 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 boom. 79 back into the Gen X Nicholas. Yep. Just made the grade, baby. Just made the grade. Was born July of 21st, 2003. Zachary, it didn't matter when you're born, but thanks for showing up. That's cool, but it didn't matter when you're born. It's how you act, how you behave. And that tells you who you are, just so you know. Offend away. No, I can't. Am I in LA? I'm just outside of LA. I grew up in LA County. So did my wife. We grew up in the San Fernando Valley, as a matter of fact. So, but we've always hovered around that area. Yeah, screw them if they can't take a joke with their sensitive asses. I'm with you on that, Snowman. But what happens is that then I run my mouth, the kid gets banned, and now he's suffering because I can't shut up. You know, so that's I. It's tough to curb what you're saying. Heathen, do or did you like any punk rock growing up? I'm gonna yes, there was some stuff I did like, early mosh pits and punk rock. But I'm gonna say the name of a band from the early '80s. It was an underground band then, and I'm sure nobody knew about it then, and nobody knows about it now. But a friend of mine in high school brought a tape in for me and said to play it. I probably still have that original tape, and I love these guys back in the day. I think they're from England, but they were called the Toy Dolls, and they just had a bizarre punk rock album that was so fun to listen to. I'd still listen to it today. In fact, I make my kids sing one of the songs, Nelly the Elephant, when we're driving, and they hate it. They absolutely hate it. You want to go Google that, dude, Nelly the Elephant by the Toy Dolls, and listen to it, and then imagine me making them sing along with it in the car while we're driving someplace. I mean, never have kids wanted to get out of the back seat of a 1975 Country Squire station wagon more than my kids do when I make them sing that song. Just so you know. Depeche Mode, yeah, Depeche Mode's they were cool. More of my wife's side of things, but yeah. What kept you around LA and outside of looking in LA surrounding areas seems so crazy? Well, it's LA was crazy. It was always crazy. People in the 50s thought it was crazy. People in the 70s thought it was crazy. It just when you grow up down in the San Fernando Valley and around LA, you kind of get used to it. You don't know that you're overcrowded. You don't know that things are super busy until you go someplace else and realize that there are places on the planet that life has a much slower pace. I didn't know. I didn't know any of that stuff. It's really something when you start looking around. But yeah, first of all, I love California. and I like being around LA. I don't like the taxes. I don't like the homeless problem. I don't like the defund the police stupid stuff they're doing. I don't like any of that. But I love going to the beach. I love being able to go to the mountains up Highway 2. I really dig going to Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm, Magic Mountain. I love going to SeaWorld. I love all the stuff that's up and down the coast in California. I like the weather down here too. I just don't like some of the stuff that people have done to it. I guess the best way to describe that is I love the parts of California God made, and I hate the parts that man messed up. There, does that make sense? That helping you? All right. Oh, I'm trying to scroll again. I'm going to miss comments, and people are going to get mad. Bum, 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 bum. Did the wagon have a rear-facing seat in the back? Yeah, and it had a big window that rolled down in the back. The Country Squire station wagon. Yeah, they had the rear seats. They had the seats that faced each other in the back, and they had the one back that faced out. Yeah, tough game for the Steelers. They almost pulled an incredible comeback. Wasn't that a game? Yeah. Why are you a Broncos fan? Well, I fell in love with the Broncos. I'm gonna say it was the Super Bowl of the season of 1976, maybe 77. They lost to the Cowboys, but just watching that game, and that was back in the day, and the Cowboys had Roger Staubach and Tony Dorsett, Drew Pearson and Preston Pearson. They had uh, Ed Too Tall Jones in defense. I mean, it was big names. And then there was the Orange Crush defense for Denver. And I don't know. I just got hooked on Denver, and I kind of never let go. I grew up a Rams fan because I grew up in LA, but something hooked me about that. I got loyal to them, and I never let go. And I was faithful to the Broncos even through the '80s when Elway was throwing more interceptions to the wrong team during playoff games than he was touchdowns. Never quit on them. So there, now you know that. Kelly, 1972. How you doing? William Hollinger. My high school, I got a digital device before I was raised in analog stuff. My dad had only one laptop. I'm with you. Jason, Los Angeles is a scary place, bro. Yeah. I do some lease consulting down there, and I'll tell you a story. I took the kid with me one time, and we were driving around. And we're just south of LA on Broadway or Hill Street, and we're turning on a side street, turning back onto a main street, looking for leases, and uh, gunshots went off like right next to the truck that I was driving. And I remember grabbing the kid, and I pulled him down in the seat, and I instinctively heard the shots over here. So I turned this way and got down about four cars and pulled over behind some cars. Gunshots kept going off. I looked in my side view mirror. I saw people running in the street, a car in the street with the door open, somebody getting out. Then a cop car turned the corner, and I then started driving away. Went back to what I was doing. I remember the kid going, "What? We should go home." I said, "Why?" He goes, "Well, all the shooting." I said, "Well, it's over now." And he says, "Well, aren't you scared?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I was scared then. I'm not scared now. How long do you want me to be scared for? It's over." That was an eye-opening thing for him. He's like, just to hear it, then be part of the reaction, and then part of the, okay, let's get back to what we're doing. Really foreign to him. Gen Z kid just, had his mouth open for a couple hours. But we finished what we were doing and we went home. Now you know. All right, there's a story. Never told that one to anybody but my wife. Now you guys know it. All right, where am I? Bum, 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 bum. You remember when Metallica was a heavy metal band, Ron? I'm with you. Endless. Cheers for the response. Great answer. Somebody, Patriot of the West, $10. Odin bless from a foreign patriot millennial. I'm Australian, but love the U.S. Plan on doing the ADF and then transferring to the U.S. military. Um, I might. Oh, okay. I get ADF. It's your guys' military. Earn a U.S. citizenship. Check out Terrence Pop on YouTube. Okay. Thanks for $10, man. Far out. That's Patriot of the West scoring some points with me there. I like it. I dig it. Thank you very much for that. The kid's going to be juiced when he comes home. And I said, hey, some people gave you some money for some stuff in there, help you out. He's really going to be happy. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. I love Jay Butcher. I love my city surrounding areas in Toronto. Good. California, try again. Not you try again. That's the dude's name is try again. California's beautiful. I'm from the Midwest and lived 7 months. Victorville, yep. Drive to mountains. I lived in Victorville for a while too. I think we talked about this yesterday, didn't we? Ah, bum, 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 bum. Thoughts on Frank Zappa? I like Frank Zappa. That's old school stuff. Boom. I'm a two times Iraq War veteran who is pained to see our freedoms we fought for disappearing. Man, I can't tell you how much that bothers me, Fried. I hate knowing, especially when you guys see the things you guys fought for getting stripped away one freedom at a time, and they almost like they don't care, and I hate that shit. You guys even putting on the uniform is such an incredible step in a direction that so many people wouldn't go. It's badass. Any military people is fucking badass. Just so you know. Somebody said they remember a rumble seat. Now that's going back a long way. If you remember a rumble seat, I think the last car that I remember seeing had a rumble seat was in the 30s. I don't think they made them after that, did they? Um, they had a cassette 8-track converter. I don't remember those. Maybe they did. Um, Gabriel Lopez, your boy soft hangs around mom too much. Uh, oh man. Well, you can have your. That's like your opinion, man. All right, where are we? You guys are writing paragraphs here for me. I'm trying to catch up. I'm not trying to ignore you. It's just if I'm looking here and talking, I'm missing a bunch of stuff there. Don't be upset by that. Come from the southeast. You're from the west coast. You're proof that dads are the same across the board. Good. Then that holds true. I feel like we got a link back east. Good. I'm digging that. One time I was in LA, driving to Santa Monica. It took me 3 hours to go, 30 miles in 6 lanes of traffic. This country boy was like, never again. Well, I'll tell you, there's nothing like being stuck on the 405 parking lot. It could take you 2.5 hours to go from the valley over to the beach, and that ain't no lie. It's a parking lot, 5 lanes across, bumper to bumper. You will run out of gas. What do we got here? Prove that Gen X is the lost. You are proof that Gen X is the lost generation. How am I proof it's lost generation? I mean, I would agree with you that nobody gives a shit about what we say or do anyway, but I doubt that I'm proving it. Yeah, Evan wrote the dude abides because you caught what I said earlier when I made that comment, didn't you? Yeah, I didn't think anybody's going to pick up on that, but you did. That's funny. Uh, Dad, I didn't know you did these talks. Chris, I'm doing. I don't like. I don't like the camera in my face unannounced with all the shit questions and current events and stuff. I don't like that. But I don't mind talking to you guys. We do a big show every Wednesday and and uh, and Sundays in the garage. He wanted me. I'm gonna have to put you guys' comments on hold. So if you're typing stuff, you got to give me a second here. But he wanted to go live, and I didn't know what being live was because I'd never done a live stream before. So he showed me on TikTok, and there's people on TikTok doing this, going, "Yeah, I had a hamburger for lunch. No, I'm gonna wear my purple shirt tomorrow at the deal. Oh, hey, thanks. Hey, from Michigan and shit. Hours people will watch people with a camera just right here, and it takes up your whole fucking thing. It's like right in your face. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. I said, if that's what you want to do, I'm not in. And I go, if you want to do a live stream, let's make it like a fucking game show. Let's take questions. Let's do trivia. Let's give away some shit. I said, I'll buy some stuff for you. If you want to buy some t-shirts and stuff, some bumper stickers, let's make it fun. So we started doing it. Gen X mom works the switchboard on a laptop behind us. She writes down questions as you guys in the comment section ask questions. Then she writes them down on sticky notes and gives them to the kid. And then we answer the questions. We do trivia. And if you email your answer and you're the first one to email, you get a prize. We send it to you. We pay for the shipping. We pay for the t-shirt. It's just fun. It's for fun to do it. We do a bunch of weird, stupid shit. That it's kind of like Saturday Night Live is the way I look at it. And I like those. So we do those. And right now the schedule is Sunday. Hold on. Sunday at 4. It's Sunday at 4. We do shit. I'm gonna make this up. It's TikTok and YouTube simultaneously. I think Sundays, and then Wednesdays it's Facebook and Instagram because it was so hard to do all four at one time. We were doing it. We're going live on all four platforms at once, but it's a technical nightmare. And uh, Instagram lagged so far behind they couldn't participate in anything we were doing. So we split it up. So yes, we do the talks. And somebody popped up on my screen. The Great Unknowns. 1999. My dad taught me to drive the same way you taught your son. Brought back good memories. Your analogy of leaving your wife or dog in the trunk was legendary. I've used that saying since then. Well, the great unknowns. If you end up divorced, don't blame me. If you don't, you just contributed to your own demise. You gave me and the kid $10, and you admit that you're going to use those phrases and saying you're going to be in trouble, man. The great unknown. You're going to end up hurting yourself on that. So don't be mad at me. I'm sorry you thought that was funny and you're using it because you could end up in trouble in your personal life. So, but anyway, yeah. So we do the lives, and I just don't sit there and stare at them. This is as far as I'm willing to go because I don't talk about that stupid shit. If the kid and Gen X mom says go on here for half an hour, 45 minutes, just keep us in the game, I'll talk. I don't give a shit. Fuck it. Let's drink. Let's talk about stuff. What do you want to know? You know. Um, I just can't remember how I lied yesterday to make sure my lies today match, but I'm working on that. I'm gonna take notes. So anyway, now you know, yeah, we're on here, but that's why. So let me scroll back what I missed. Sorry, sir, you just watched another video. Your son catching you off guard. You had the best responses. Ian, well, I'm glad you think so. I'm telling you, it's gonna get him canned off of here one day. It will. Is not going to be a good thing. Try again. Sweet. Gen X mom and dad are awesome. Fully support social media, income, career. I don't know what to call it. I don't know either. I don't even know if it's going to work. It ain't working so far at all. But like I told you, that Amazon affiliate thing, he really wants to try to do that and see if it'll help. So, all right, try it, man. Tweedledee says titties and beer. Isn't it boats and hoes? Oh, although TDs and beer, touchdowns and beers is the guy who's doing really good on the fucking football thing that you guys are doing with Gen X mom and the kid. You're a great dad, and it's awesome. You guys are family since the day. Thank you, appreciate that, Gabriel. Christine, my husband says I'm the female version of you, and I love it. I'm in Texas, and come have a barbecue. We're actually going to head out. The plan is sometime in spring. We're going to head out, and I don't know. I'm not sure where we're going yet, but there's some stuff I want to show the kid before I die of a massive heart attack. I want to show him some stuff in Texas, New Orleans, up the eastern coast. I want to take him on the Blue Ridge Highway, the Smoky Mountains. I want to take him to Gettysburg. There's some stuff I got to show him. I've taken him on a few trips, but this one's going to be way back east and up the eastern seaboard. If we drive, we'll drive right through Texas. So we'll see what the plan is there. But yeah, I know there's going to be a couple people want us to stop by and have a beer or something. I'm going to stop by and see some of you cool cats because I'm not going to pass up a free burger or a free steak. Don't think I'm going to. Do I look like I miss many meals? No, I don't. All right. How could we have known that Rage Against the Machine was the beginning of the? Yeah, who knew back then it was going to be it was going to be setting that off, starting the music industry and end up being real life. I'm with you, Jersey. I'm with you. First car, 1955, Ford Stand automatic for this girl. Hey, if you learned on a 55 stick, that's impressive. Arlington Cemetery is on my list, Joey. Yeah, come to Philly, family friendly fun. I am. That's going through Philly for sure. In fact, somebody just sent us, just got in our PO box some cookies from Philadelphia, and they are delicious. Some place out there makes some homemade cookies and sells them, and they sent us a box, and they got them here with like in a day, and they were still fresh. They are delicious. I really got to figure out who did that too. I should know that. Who? Oh, Natalie. Yeah, she's been on our stuff on TikTok. Natalie Plantier on TikTok and Instagram, and she sent them to us. She longtime fan of the kid for a long time. Really fucking cool. Come to Chicago. I got your back. Boom. Where are we at here? Call me anything but late for dinner, David. Yep, that's one that should go on his Twitter. Those stupid things that he's erased all of his Twitter account 2 weeks ago and is now just doing catchphrases. Hey, and it's a solid 74 people following him on Twitter. Don't think he's not making a difference in the world. He is. 74 people. So yeah, we just come to Colorado. We did the Colorado gig. We went all through Colorado, um, Silverton, Durango, Colorado Springs. We did some stuff there. Um, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. What is the word is mean? They stopped teaching cursive in school. It's crazy, New Jersey. Yeah, Lido. I tease the kid about that. I'll write something in cursive to, well, we used to do that with the kids. We'd write Christmas stuff in cursive, and the kids would be mad because they couldn't read it. None of our kids could, and they didn't teach it in school. So we would call that Gen X code, cursive. They didn't know how to do it. Yeah. By the time I want to make the Academy Boy Scouts, mixed martial arts, and where am I losing you now on that one? Damn it. Patriot of the West. By the time I retire, I want to make an academy that is Boy Scouts, mixed martial arts, and ROTC in one. Could you do that, Patriot? Could you? That'd be kind of wicked to see that, wouldn't it? If it worked, it might be popular too. Megan, it's snowing, but we still barbecue in New Hampshire. Good for you. Do not be deterred. Trek out into there to your grill undaunted. Oh man, South America Guzman, tomahawk or porterhouse, both good steaks. They really are. Miracle on Ice, greatest moment in sports history. Joey, that was something, wasn't it? And it wasn't even broadcast live. It was like on a secondary station, and it was rebroadcast later because nobody was watching it. I mean, you could hear it on the radio, back when I was a kid in sixth grade, but that was it. Nobody knew the significance and felt it till afterwards. Not it was right afterwards, but it wasn't as big a thing with a buildup as you would think. Crazy Life. I got this channel on my recommendation. Love this channel. You remind me of my grandfather. He was a very blunt person to the point. Thank you and no thank you, Crazy Life. I'm cool with the compliment, but your grandfather? I mean, this is not gray in my beard. This is light black. I'm not to the gray stage yet. David Lee, Gen X Code. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So I'm a little behind work and listen at the same time. Token. It's all right, man. You're here, baby. You're here now. That's all that matters. We are not from Colorado, Southern California. Fried, Cash App, or Venmo. Um, I don't know. The kid and Gen X mom set up. Oh, what? Hey, Gen X mom. Yeah. What's it? What's the thing on Venmo? What's it called? At Gen X Talks. Oh, that's it. Okay. Yeah, it's that on all of them. Venmo, Cash App. Okay, I'm asking Gen X mom. She's behind the computer at the other end of the table. It's at Gen X Talks, just all one word. It's the Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal, the same thing. If you want to send the kid a couple bucks for that and help him along his way with his Gen X Talk stuff and his FFA stuff he puts together, then that's the way to help. It's at Gen X Talks, I guess. They set that up. No, we're not from Colorado, from Southern California. Love from Liverpool, England. Man, if I wasn't scared to death of flying, I would love to go to England. But I think my wife and kid are going to be the ones who go and just send me postcards. Megan Carter, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? I'm 53, but since you guys have brought up Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and my birthday, how old I am, let's not forget. Everyone write this down. Did you get a pen, get a piece of paper? I'll wait. Just get your pen and piece of paper. Go ahead. Hurry up. You got it? Okay. Um, Gen X dad will turn 50. Oh, shit. Am I going to be 54? Yes. I am turning 54. I was born December 25th in the year of our Lord, 1967. That's right. So if you're going to get me something, make sure it's something really nice. It's got to be tasteful, and it don't really have to be tasteful. I'll take it. But spare no expense. If you're going to get me something for my birthday, make sure it's something very, 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 very nice. In fact, lavish is a term you should be having in your head when you're shopping. So Anyway, yes, I'm 53, and I'll be turning 54 in a few days. Beautiful 55 degrees here and sunny in Arizona. Just not if you can hear me. Dude's name. The dude's name is just not if you can hear me. I swear you guys come up with the coolest shit for names in here ever. That is so badass. In Arizona, what part of Arizona are you from? My one of my uncles owned a four-wheel drive shop in Prescott for 40 years, 30 years. I think he's retired now, but he did. What's my most memorable favorite Christmas gift I ever received as a dad? Well, when you got as many kids as I do, I don't know. Not a tie. Wasn't a tie. I'd have to think about that. I don't know. Um, Arizona ZB, you're in Arizona. It's overcast and cold. I got you. And Marmar, how are you doing today? Marmar, I'm doing all right. See, more love from Liverpool, England, with my man Tweedledee. Meet Sweets, is there anyone home? Yeah. My mother in law is with us. My wife is home. My daughter just left for work. One of my daughters is in Vegas for the national finals rodeo stuff. And the kid went to school. So now you know. Melbourne, Florida, home of the cataracts. I'm not sure what that means, Chris. Isn't that a bad thing with your eyes? You don't want to be known for that. Stereo. Today's my birthday. I'm 46. Now made in the USA. 19. You were established 1975. Happy early birthday to me. Wife wants to know if you have seen the Cars. You talking about in concert? Yeah, I saw the Cars one time in concert years and years ago. 85, I think it was. Thank you for pronouncing it Prescott rather than Prescott. Mm, wouldn't say it that way. Gunsmoke or rifleman? Gunsmoke. I was a Gunsmoke kid. Um, the gift you'd probably accept is a vinyl. Yeah, Sinister. Nobody's gonna know what you're talking about when I say vinyl. You say vinyl, but yeah, you're right. Even got something to play it with. I do. All right. Hidden Blade. Hey, Gen X, hope you're doing well. Hello from the UK. Back at you. Thank you for streaming at this time. Love the values in your son. My grandpa did it for me. High standards. He'll thank you. I hope so, man. The My grandfather was a huge influence on my life. Lived through the Depression, fought in World War II. Um, just had salt and grit times 10, something I'll never have, never rise to that occasion. But if I can become half the man that my grandfather was, then I consider myself doing okay. And somebody popped the yellow thing on my screen, Alfredo Carrillo. This is to help with taking the kid to those trips on your list or beer. I'll let you decide. My Arizona Cardinals versus your Rams on Monday. On Monday night, man. Yeah, well, just so you know, Monday night, Alfredo, we have to be enemies. Just so you know, I can't like you, look at you, or talk about you. We have to be mortal enemies for that night. Cardinals versus the Rams. And the Rams are going to win. Just so you know. I'll even make a side bet with you if you want to. So yeah, thank you for the $10. I appreciate that. We'll put that not towards beer, but we will put that towards the kid stuff. I mean, I'm telling you, he scrounges every dollar he can, every way he can. He's really good about that. He hustles up every angle. Some stuff works, some stuff doesn't. Um, Sorry, that was a reference from the username you just said. Just not if you can hear me. It was it was funny. That's all. Um, all right, says Sinister. I already know many won't know what that is. Some of you will. Oh shit, jumped up on me. Cassette player is. Honestly, glad I grew up on amazing old. Yeah, I don't. Hey, look, don't get me wrong. I love technology. I think some of the shit we got right now is a bitching the shit ever, and that stuff I'd never even dream of. However, Skynet is coming, and I'm worried about that. I don't like that part of it. I don't like self-driving cars. I don't run those fuckers off the road. Period. I'm not going to accept a car driving next to me with nobody in it. That is going to seem as unnatural as anything I've ever felt. But what I don't like is that about technology is I think our humanity was outpaced by our technology. And you look at kids these days and they're glued to those fucking phones. They don't disconnect. They don't know. Well, come on. When all of us were kids, we go to school and we go home for the weekend. Monday morning, you learn what happened. What did you guys do over the weekend? Well, I went out to my aunt's house and, oh, did you hear Bobby and Susie broke up? Yeah, they broke up on Saturday. I went to the movies with a couple of buddies. We saw, Star Wars. You didn't know what happened until Monday when you got back to school or Christmas vacation. You come back. What'd you get? What'd you do? Where'd you go? What'd you guys eat? And you learned because you disconnected from the world and you plugged into your family and friends. Now they don't. They fucking know everything right now. I guarantee if I asked my daughter what three of her friends had for lunch, she could tell me because they sent a picture of it somewhere. Yeah, seriously. They don't disconnect. And if they don't disconnect, they don't get a chance to look at what's around them. Technology's a problem for me. I like it, but fuck, man, really? All right, so going back over here, I missed a bunch of these stuff. Let me jump up again. Bum, 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 bum. I'm really fucking this up. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying. Uh, Position that ass. I don't even know what that means. I don't. You lost me on that, buddy. Clayton Moss, as an Arizona resident, Cardinals suck. I'm from Indiana. That's Colts fan, and they suck too. Clayton, you just having a bad year with football, ain't you, baby? Oh, where are we at? William, my dad raised me in a good way of life. I got digital stuff, so other people in middle school ignores. Um, it's a tough line, William. I get where you're at, what you got. If you see some middle ground, then I'm with you. Joey, Cardinals 48, Rams -10. Did you really write Rams -10? Joey, come on, man. Unplug your whatever drugs you're on. Go adjust them. You're either taking too many or not enough. Get back with the game. Ryan, what kind of music do you listen to? Also, what's your story? Where are you from? And what life? Okay, everybody, we have to stop. Everybody, just put your keyboards down because Ryan has asked a question that's going to take 9 hours to answer. You guys ready to be here for 9 hours? Because Ryan's a big question, man. Ask me something a little more specific. What kind of music am I into? I like retro music, rock and roll from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. That's my favorite. What's my favorite car, George C? What's your favorite ride car? Ride car? Well, I don't know. My favorite car that I've never owned is a 1965 through 67 AC Cobra, Shelby AC Cobra. You know what that is? Go look it up because uh, that's the one. Anyway, Chris, it's a good 141. Fried, in your opinion, what is the best sound for music? Not sure what you mean by that. Am I the best sound for music? You like talking like Dolby or something? I'm a little lost there. That's me. Rob, I first learned Gen X style stuff, then it all turned millennial. Very confusing. Any advice? Born in '81. Yeah, Rob, stick to what you know, man. Stick to what feels good in your head and your heart. Don't let anybody change. If you're a millennial, you have to go this way. You raised how you raised. You feel what you feel, and then when you have kids, you teach them the same thing. You go, this is where our family's at, and you move that direction. Kids will find their own way. All right. The Great Outdoors, Bowtech. Yep, that was a good movie. One a really good movie. ZB, my boomer dad could fix or build anything, but taught me nothing, and now I'm a useless piece of shit. ZB. Look, man, ZB, just because your dad held back on doesn't mean you're a piece of shit. Just the fact that you're aware that there's stuff out there to learn, ZB. Okay, you can pick up and go. You can. Don't. You guys make me laugh. That's funny. I guarantee you're not a useless piece of shit. I promise you. What I miss here? Eric Flowers, you ain't a real man unless you've held a flashlight for your dad working on a vehicle. Yep. Yeah. Well, that's a rite of passage, isn't it? Right, Raynona. Remember when gas was 15 cents a gallon? I do not. I think the cheapest I ever remember paying for gas, I'm gonna say somewhere around 60 cents, maybe a little less. That's about as far back as I go. Sam's, all you can do is boom. Okay, raising kids face the reality of this world is tough. Yeah, it's really fucking hard. I think every generation uh, faces that, thinking that they're not raising their kids to deal with whatever the world's bringing up. I do think it's more of a problem today. I'm glad that Gen Z kid is 16 and he's on. I would not want to try to raise a 3-year old, 4-year old, 5-year old right now. I don't know that I have the skill set to do that. The fact that you guys are doing that right now, I'm telling you, my fucking hat's off to you guys. It really is, really, really fucking is. You guys are doing it. Anthony had Michael Lewis ornaments selling at Gen X Talks. Oh, you know what? Did I miss? If M Dawson, if Anthony, if you're saying something to him, then that means I missed his comment. So yes, I will tell you what I'm supposed to tell you. Um, if you guys go to the kids' website, genxtalks.com, go to the store. There's an ornament. If you buy a Christmas ornament, I think they're $15, and it costs like $5 or $6 to send it. So he's getting $9 or $10 that he gets to keep. But we will sign the ornament for you. We put your name on it, whatever name you want, and we put our names. We'll sign it. We'll send it to you. Put it in the mail. And if you want us to sign it, if you just want your name on it, we'll just put your name on it. If you want us to sign it, you tell us, we'll sign it. Anyway, it helps the kid out. It's an ornament. It's a nice little ornament. And then at the end, like right before Christmas or something, or the day before, day after Christmas, maybe it's the day before. Anyway, all the people who bought ornaments, their name goes in this thing. We're drawing 3 names, and Gen X Mom's going to give you boxes of cool shit. Just saying thank you. So if you guys want to help the kid and buy an ornament, there's a way to go do it. Go to the Gen X Talks website. Go to the store. There's some cool shit there. But if you want to do something simple and something small that would really help them out, and I know, it's you. Times are tough right now. Money's the thing. I get it. I know it is. But if you go do that for the kid, if you can spot him a few bucks on that, that is something he thought of a promotion. He thought maybe people would buy an ornament. Maybe I could sign it. Maybe you could sign it. All right. If you want us to, otherwise we'll just write your name on it and send it to you, and it's yours. And you know where you got a story. Now you got a story because there used to be this kid, there used to be this guy back in the day, and this is an ornament from that. Someone will ask you why it's hanging on your tree 10 years from now, and you're going to have to show them a screenshot of this and go, "This dumbass made an ornament." Anyway, yeah, if I missed it, Dawson, if I missed it, but that's the little thing came up highlighted. So I got it. Yes, I'm chewing a cough drop. I don't want to start coughing again. Try again. Make the $10 for either Gen X Dad if the Rams win. If not, $10 go to the kid. I will just play it straight up, man. If somebody want to bet me, email me. There's like 6 different ways you can email me. You send it, we will get it. It'll come to me. If you guys want to make a side bet, I'll Venmo you the make a bet. And if I write you back and accept it, if you want to do a point spread or something, just play it straight up. You want to play straight up on a football game? Yeah. M Dawson 67 in there. That dude has a running bet every week with Gen X kid or Gen Z kid. They have a thing on who wins the most games because the pigskin pick'em thing. There's like 80 people playing it, and it was done at the beginning of the year. And Gen X mom is in it. She almost always wins that every year, but she's not doing too well right now. The kids actually win, but it's just picking winners and losers. That's it. It's just for fun. But there's some side bets that go on. That's pretty fucking cool too. Ron C, 63 split window vet. If you have one, I am so envious. That is a badass car. Yeah, the split window shit. Come on, let's be fair. All those cars back from the 30s up to the early 60s, split window in the back. That's something to look at, right? Come on, you know it is. St. Louis Rams fan or LA? No, there's no St. Louis. They came home. Don't you start that shit with me. I've been 3D printing a few ornaments. Takes 12 hours per ornament. Eric Flowers. Eric's been around for a little bit. I know that name. I was thinking about 3D printing or getting one of those wood burning things, but I don't know enough about it. No, I do not live in Colorado. I'll send a nice little donation to the boy on the first of every year when I get paid. Okay. On the first of the year. I thought Fried said he's gonna send money to the kid the first of every year. So tell the kid you got to wait till every January 1st, and then you'll get something from Fried. That was funny. My mistake, but that was funny. Oh man, what's your just aegis certified bodyguard? What's your reason why all these kids get rubbed on their phones? Get rubbed on their phones and gadgets? You lost me on that, man. You lost me a little bit. I don't know what you mean by that. Pedro West, last time I'll spam this Russia. Russia wants to build a superhighway from New York. Russia wants to build a superhighway from New York to London. To New York from New York to London across the Bering Strait. Alaska and Siberia just needs. Why the fuck would they want to do that? I don't get that at all. We don't fly that way. Airplanes don't go that way, do they? Why would they want to build a railroad that way? I've seen some of the technology they're building, like is in Norway. They're building a um, floating tunnels. It's for highways. Yeah, I don't know. Patriot, I don't know, man. That just seems like stupid. But what do I know? I'm just a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert. Ford Pinto. Why'd you bring up Ford Pinto? Who said that? All right. 1955 Ford Thunderbird was 55. Did 55 Megan have the little seaport window in the back, or was that before? Pimp those ornaments, Dawson. I'm trying, man. I'm whoring myself out for Christmas ornaments. What's the website for the ornaments? genxtalks.com. The kid's got a pretty good website. If you guys want to see a bunch of little stories he wrote and a bunch of pictures about our family, it's there. pictures of me and stuff, and not as many. Some of the other kids didn't want to be on it, so he left them off. But it's on there, genxtalks.com. Bum, 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 bum. Where am I at? No replacement for displacement. Now, that is an argument I get in with people all the time. Don't know how to say your name. Can't you have a P-tape? P-tape, tape, fape, tape? Can't you just have a regular name? Can't we just call you Roger or something? Just Roger. So, yeah, no replacement for displacement. For mechanics, I agree with that. But boy, nobody else does. Boy, I get in arguments with kids all the time. And if you're right, if you do the same thing, like-minded stuff to you can't ever you can't beat displacement. What an argument. Can't even get into it here. 3030, I heard China was buying our soil too. Our topsoil. Now, I thought I knew what you meant when you said soil, but I don't know what topsoil means. Mixer, cool down to earth. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I'm feeling that way. Sarah says, "Hey, Dad, I'm not really your dad, right? There's like no paternity test or something. We're cool, right? Whiskey and take care of that cough. No shit. But see, it's 9 o'clock here, and Gen X mom frowns upon whiskey this early in the morning. Now, the benefit I have to wanting whiskey at this early in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, where I'm at, is that my mother-in-law is here. And you would think my mother-in-law would beat me over the head about not drinking. But my mother-in-law, at one point in her life, could probably drink me under the table. And she would not disapprove at all of, she'd probably tell her daughter, go get that man a whiskey. She's very liberal when it comes to that. So, yes, just letting you know. She's one of the coolest mother-in-laws. So, not into Harleys? Harley Hooten. The first one I had was a 78 Shovelhead, and I currently have a Softail Heritage, Pacific Blue, if you please. Yeah, I ride. Mine's broke right now, and I got to fix it. So where are we at? Whiskey and coffee is totally acceptable. Chris, just hide it in your coffee, and we're good then. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, Eric. I know, man. We're good with that. But so what am I saying here? Never mind, didn't have to go. It's just stupid. Lord needs some work credit. No, you're still here, man. You're still here. Yeah, Dawson, you're losing to the kid, aren't you? Every week, it seems like you've won what? You've bet the kid every week on the outcomes, and I think you've won twice, and he's won all the other weeks. Yeah, he's emptying your pockets, my man. $10 a week, baby. Charlie, you really enjoyed the content. Thank you. For the kid. I don't like what he does with that shit. I don't like being part of those interruptions. I know that's his stick, that's his angle, that's how he's trying to be social media famous and all that. I like this. I don't like that shit, but I get it. Hey, $4.99 from. Boy, you can't just have a regular name, can you? Kinjitsa, G. The fuck is the last part? IGGIJ. IJJI. EG? Ija? God damn it. You're doing that to me just to fuck with me, aren't you? So now you know. Oh, now see, you don't ever show food, but Gen X mom just brought me this. Underneath those eggs is steak, is slivers of steak. So I got to go. Listen, thanks for everything, old man from Kidji. I appreciate it. I got to run right now. It's 9 o'clock. I will either be